All right, Astrotribe, let's just jump into it. So, on February 1st, we've got a Leo full moon at 13 degrees, and this one is loud, like emotionally loud. Full moons always are, but Leo just doesn't whisper. Leo wants to be seen, felt, applauded, adored, or at very least acknowledged. The full moons are culmination points. They illuminate things. They show you what's been building behind the scenes. And in Leo, the spotlight is on creativity, passion, self-expression, and visibility. This is a part of the lunar cycle where you're meant to ask yourself some very honest questions like, where am I ready to step into the spotlight? What part of me is craving expression or at least creativity? And what needs to be celebrated, redefined, or let go of? Because this just isn't a feel good, love yourself full moon. It comes packed with a roar. The Leo moon is sitting directly opposite of a massive Aquarius stellium. The Sun, Mercury, Venus, Mars, and Pluto are all clustered together in Aquarius. That's a lot of collective, future-focused, system-level energy staring down Leo's very personal, very human need to shine. This opposition is Leo Aquarius on the Leo Aquarius axis. So it's in full effect. Individuality versus the collective. The personal heart versus the social mission. The human being versus humanity as an idea. And honestly, that tension couldn't be more relevant right now because let's name the atmosphere we're all swimming in at the moment, and the outer world feels hella heavy. Systems are strained, narratives are falling, institutions that once felt solid are revealing themselves as brittle, compromised, or openly contemptuous of the people they claim to serve. Technology is accelerating faster than ethics. War isn't some distant abstraction. It's a policy conversation now. Economic pressure isn't theoretical anymore. It's embodied daily, and it's exhausting. If you feel like something fundamental is being tested, you're not being dramatic. That's not paranoia. That's perception. So here's the thing with astrology. It doesn't predict events. It describes the weather of meaning. And this full moon arrives with the sun in Aquarius and the moon in Leo locked across an axis that has always been about the tension between the future and the soul and the system and the self. So what are you being asked to do now? Not just outwardly, but also inwardly, and most importantly, authentically. Leo is a fixed fire sign. It thrives on bold self-expression. It takes creative risks without overthinking. It doesn't wait for permission. So this full moon is igniting courage, especially around your natural talents, your voice, and the way that you share yourself with others. This could look like finishing a creative project, stepping into a leadership role, having a breakthrough around how visible you are willing to be, or realizing where you've dimmed yourself to stay palatable. Let's add another layer here. So Uranus stations direct in Taurus just a couple of days from now, after this full moon, just right on the heels. That is important because Uranus has been shaking up values, monies, security, and when it stations direct, things tend to snap into motion. So don't be surprised if there are sudden shifts around resources, money, the markets, material structures that help support your life. This full moon asks for your presence, not perfection, but just your presence. It asks you to celebrate your unique spark, to embrace your personal power, and to let go of whatever no longer aligns with your emotional or creative truth. Because Leo doesn't second guess itself. This energy ruled by the sun just radiates. It's heart-led, no apology needed, no overanalyzing. So if you've been waiting for a sign to make a bold move, this is it. That said, this lunation absolutely heightens drama. Shorter tempers, bigger emotions, a deeper hunger to be seen, admired, validated. The spotlight is blazing, and not everybody standing in it is doing so from a place of authenticity. Use your filter wisely. I feel like this is the ego peaking right before the mid-February eclipse, and what's being revealed here now is where we may have relied too heavily on external approval or the systems that continue to support us, where validation quietly becomes identity, where being seen became more important than being real. These themes are super important and vital to embrace and embody. Leo, the lion, is brave, yes, but true courage isn't performance, it's integrity. So this is a powerful time for action, expression, celebration, family gatherings, social connections, and even launching or expanding your business. And opposite of Leo, that Aquarius stellium is lighting up innovation, communication, community, and shared values. Aquarius is a nonconformist. It's ruled by Uranus. So expect rebellion globally and personally. Expect challenges to authority. Expect breakthroughs in technology and collective thinking. And with Pluto involved, these shifts are not superficial. They are transformational, and they change how you understand the world and your place in it. As this full moon wanes, we are also nearing the end of the snake year, which makes this a really good moment to clear out some clutter, like literally and energetically. Shed some skin. Release what no longer fits in who you are becoming. Creativity paired with self-awareness is available to everybody, but it's especially potent for fire signs like Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius, and those that are born in the year of the rat, dragon, monkey, and the snake. And then the first eclipse arrives in 2 weeks from now, and this one is about dismantling illusions. And what was never truly aligned with you and your soul, your mission, and your integrity will start to crack. So February's astrology lifts blindfolds around people, around institutions, and most importantly, around ourselves. With all the fire in the sky, competitiveness can rise and the urge to compare, to prove, to win. But here's the thing. The only real competition this year is with yourself, not against others, but it's against your old patterns, against avoidance, against procrastination, against the fear of fully stepping into your power without needing applause. So let me leave you with this as a Leo rising. Stop measuring your worth against other people's visibility. Stop getting distracted by who's winning or who's losing. Ask yourself instead, why do you want what you want? Who does actually benefit from what you want? And what part of you is driving this desire? Is it ego? Is it fear? Or is it your truth? And that's the Leo full moon work. And it's potent, so take advantage of it. Speak soon.